The composite image thematic collage project is a great way to bring together pictures that relate to each other and put them together in a fun collection. For this project, you'll need to create a collage of your own. The topic can be anything that's school appropriate. It can be about yourself, a hobby, a sport, activity, or etc. Your collage should be made up of at least 6 images or more. The direction sheet gives you more details. It also includes a tutorial that's one approach you can take in creating your collage. You'll note that if you follow these steps, it's using a slightly different version of Photoshop than we have, but they end up demonstrating creating this wedding collage. I don't like that they included clip art right there. I think that's dumb. Don't do that. Otherwise, it's not bad. You'll notice that each picture ends up on its own layer, just like ours will in a moment. You'll see some other examples too, plus some directions on how to add text. These are examples from history classes, things like. One of the trickiest parts of creating a collage is planning out how the images will be laid out. Some people like to start with a background image and add pictures around it. Other people like to start with a blank background. If you choose to start with a blank background, in Photoshop, you can go to File, New, set a size. I recommend 8 by 10 in a landscape orientation. And then right here, instead of a standard white background, which is the default, you can choose a color by clicking on that little box. And if you wanted a blue background, you could choose that and hit Create. And then you'd have a blank colored background where you could add photos. I'm going to go with a background photo and add some of these images to it. So there's my son crawling through one of those pop-up tunnels. And you can do this a number of ways too. Some people choose to select and cut out their subjects using a tool such as the selection brush, and then grabbing the 4-way arrow or the move tool, and then click, hold, drag, and drop the photo in. A Control T to resize. Doing a free transform. You could also rotate if we needed to or whatever. And then hitting Enter to apply that transformation. Again, every time we add another image to this, Photoshop will automatically put these subsequent images on their own layers, as you can see over here on the Layers panel. Other people, when they do these projects, choose to grab an entire picture, and you may have to unlock things first, but then again, click, hold, drag, drop, Control T to do the free transform. You can also go to Edit Transform or Edit Free Transform. So you could do something like that if you chose. If you need to go back and make other adjustments, Photoshop is pretty intuitive. Like if you knew you wanted to move this one, you can just click on it and usually it will move and adjust that image even though it's on a separate layer than these other ones. Sometimes you do have to manually select the layer over on the right if something's not working correctly. Once you've created a collage with multiple pictures and you've got them arranged accordingly, make sure to save this as either a PNG or a regular JPEG or a GIF. Give it a proper name, such as our school district naming format of last name, assignment name, teacher name, and class period, and then submit that to Schoology along with at least one of your source photos. You do not have to submit each of your source photos. I always recommend submitting the image you used in the background. If you have any questions, please contact your instructor.